The 1970s French scene produced various outre musical acts at the nexus between classical music and rock. And one of the most sui generis exponents of this particular approach was Art Zoyd, and from their third album, the 1980 release Génération Sans Futur, the title track. Kind of like music that you could synchronize to a silent horror movie from the 1920s. Major seventh tonality there, I'm hearing. I believe in na, na, D, D. Na, yeah, yeah, na, 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 yeah. E flat major 7. And it continually, and then it lands on D. It's strangely soothing, that part with just the piano doing that half step. Now we're entering familiar territory here. I mean, from this band. I mean, starting with like a fugue and some odd meter, repetitive motif that they're just going to build upon. Yeah, high piano notes being matched by the strings. Yeah, you hear the bass is being handled by the viola played by Gérard Hourbette, or let's see, violoncello by Thierry Zaboitzeff, who also plays bass for the band. And it's, well, anyway, that instrument, the string instrument is like doing the bass ostinato, while the piano does these high notes, like either. I could say that kind of like a G minor tonality is sort of forming by all this. So far, it's like we've had like two distinct, like mini instrumentals kind of pass us by. Now we're back to the original piece that we had been hearing for during the first few minutes. This is pretty like tranquil for Art Zoyd. And now we're having some of those crashing strings come in to remind us who exactly this is. Yeah, it's being kind of corrupted in a way. The tranquility, that is being just kind of infringed upon now in a gloriously sort of, sinister manner. Well, we're basically in a tonality of E flat, but there is a lot of chaos going on, and quite some of these, like the pianist is just kind of improvising. Now we've got quite some improvisation here. We've got Gilles Renard, saxophone. Oh, we got Jean-Pierre Soarez trumpet, kind of wailing right there over. Six, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I'm not counting it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why I wanted. I maybe not. If leave a comment on the time signature here. Or was it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. what inspired this piece? Like what kind of literature, what movie, what vignette did they have in mind? Or was there it's very possible, or even if they didn't have a vignette in mind when they wrote it, I wonder what vignette came to mind as they were writing it and maybe guided its completion somehow. Because it seems like something really, it seems like a situation has just evolved into utter chaos or worse, terror, something horrific. And with this, we might be entering, I believe, our fourth distinct part of the suite. Catchy ostinato. Like one playing, like kind of playing the same motif, like one, I guess, like in a tonic, another like in a third or something, a fifth maybe, but it seems like they're slightly out of sync with one another. I guess we have trumpet, piano, and violin, or violoncello, trumpet, piano. I was trying to count that time signature, but I just kept on getting confused about where the figures started because it seems like they were all kind of slightly out of sync with each other, like deliberately. It was really, wow. Yeah. Very, very complicated, tricky, perplexing. Instrumental right there by the French chamber rock band Art Zoyd, Génération Sans Futur, the title instrumental epic from their 1980 album, their third. And let's see, some of the other credits. Alain Eckert, the guitarist on the album, we kind of heard him. It was kind of just hard to tell. There were times I thought I was hearing guitar, but I was thinking, because it was just, the tonality was disguised. Perhaps on purpose. I think playing there were some notes that were really like staccato notes that I was like confused for a moment. Is that a piano or like a guitar just being played in a really clean clip sort of way, like notes? Because they were kind of like at times like low kind of in the mix, and they would just pass by so quickly. And let's see, who else did I not mention? Patricia Dallio, piano. Yeah, and yeah, released on Atom in France. And yeah, the following year they would re-record their, at the time, little heard first album from 1976, Symphonie pour les jours, which didn't become widely available until about 10 years ago, as it would turn out. But 1979 to 1982, they put out three albums on ATEM, and then 82, 83 released arguably two of their best albums, Phase 4 and L'Espèce in Kie. The first and actually the only one I ever owned on vinyl, so it's kind of a personal favorite of mine. But but the first 10 years of their output is pretty reliable, like 1976 to 1987. When you're in the mood for just fractious, some like classical chamber rock, they've been described as rhythmically strong though drummerless, and I would say yes, there was a strong sense of rhythm throughout, particularly through the more staccato passages like those asymmetric ostinatos that we were hearing, kind of like during the second passage and in the final passage. Um, and then other parts were soothing, and then other parts it was just kind of like a glorious, like, mess of different notes just flying everywhere, like sonic debris in a sense. For more rubies and sapphires from the catalog of Art Zoyd, see the directory of albums by French artists linked in the description below. Leave a comment if there are any observations that you had, if you could pinpoint certain time signatures or figures a little bit better than I was able to make out. And like and subscribe and follow me on social media. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air travel trimaximalist, signing off.